Greetings everyone, welcome back to my channel Data Sculptor. Today we are going to see another interesting SQL question. So this time we have a table called drivers and we have the columns driver ID, name, ride ID, start time, end time, ETA and rating. So here what each and every in this table ride ID is the primary key. That means you have each and every ride details. So for this ride, for the ride 101, the driver is John and the ride start date is on uh, 9th, 9th of January or suppose 9th month, which is September 1st, 8 o'clock, and it's ended at 8:30 a.m. September 1st. And if you see the ETA of the ride is 35 minutes. Okay, so initially before the ride started, the ETA of the ride is 35 minutes, but the ride ended in 30 minutes because the difference between start date and end date is 30 minutes. And also the rating provided for this ride is 4.8. So similarly, we have this data for all the rides. So based on this data, we need to derive this output. For each and every driver, we need to assign some incentive. So now let's see what are the rules we need to follow here. So first thing is we need to calculate the delivery pass percentage, which means the number of rides which occurred within ETA divided by the total number of rides. This is for each and every driver we calculate. So number of rides which occurred within ETA is the difference between the start time and end time should be less than the ETA provided for that ride. Okay. And the next is average rating. So average of the driver's rating. So whatever rides he has taken, the driver has taken, we calculate the average. So the category rules. Suppose if the delivery pass percentage is greater than 80 or if the average rating is greater than 4.7, we assign the category as best category. Suppose if the delivery pass percentage is greater than 60 or average rating is greater than 4.5, then good. Else we assign it as bad. And next thing, the incentive rules. So we provide the incentive to the drivers based on the category we have derived earlier. So if the category is best, then 500 rupees will be provided. If category is good, then 200 rupees. If category is bad, then zero. So these are the rules and hope you have understood the rules now. So now let's go back to SQL Server Studio and see how to derive this output. So before we solve the question, so let's cover some important SQL topics. So first thing is the date diff function. So date diff function is used to calculate the difference between two dates. So if you want the output in hours or minutes or days or months or years or seconds, whatever way you want, you need to mention that here in date part. So in our case, we want it in minutes, so that's why we'll mention mi. And start date and end date is nothing but the start time and end time. And next is the case statement. So we need to understand the case statement. So case statement is almost similar to an if else. So if you are coming from C++, Java background, so case statement is nothing like nothing. It's almost similar to a switch statement. So in case, suppose if when condition one, suppose the whatever condition we write here, if that is true, then result one will be returned. If condition one is returned false, then condition two will be taken. So if condition two is true, then result two. If none of the conditions are passing, then the else statement will be returned. The else value will be returned. And other than this, we use few aggregate functions. So sum, average, and count. So these are few important topics which we will be covering in this video. So as discussed, this is the input, the driver ID, name, ride ID, start time, end time, ETA, and rating. So here are the rules. First, we'll categorize the drivers. So first, we'll see if the delivery percentage, the right percentage is greater than 80% or average rating. So to categorize this the drivers, we need to first calculate these metrics. First one is, so first what will we do? We'll use select from rights, and here I'll just use the driver ID, comma name, comma as discussed, we'll be using the date diff function. So date diff of mi, comma start time, comma end time as delivery time, comma ETA, comma rating. Okay. And when you run this, this is what the output we get for each and every delivery time, what how much time the write took to complete, and what is the ETA provided initially. So now what will we do? So now what will we do? So we'll see if for each and every write if the delivery time is less than ETA or greater than ETA. So here we'll use the case statement. So case when this delivery time is less than or equal to ETA, then I'll keep this as 1, else 0, and as type. We'll name this column as type. Okay. So what I'm doing, whatever delivery time difference is we are calculating. Suppose if the delivery time for that write is less than ETA, we are assigning a value of 1. If it is not, then we are assigning a value of 0. And now if I run this, so if you see for each and every write, we are getting the type 1 or 0. And now, so let's see for each and every uh, name. So order by name. So if we do order by name, we'll get all the drivers details in a one by one in a simple format. So in this, if you see David's, he has 4 writes. In this 4 writes, 2 of them are within the ETA and 2 of them cross the ETA. Emily, if you see, Emily, all of them has writes within the ETA, and Jessica has only 1 write within the ETA, and John has 3 writes within the ETA, and Michael has 0 writes. Okay, so now what I'll do, as we know, we have to calculate the percentage, which is the number of writes which are completed within the ETA divided by the total number of writes. So what I'll do, sum of, first I'll calculate this. I'll keep this in the sum function, and I'll rename this uh, successful completed successful completed writes. Okay, and since we have used the sum function, also we have discussed that we need to use the average rating as well, right? So average, we know the function avg, and if we just apply the average, so now we have used sum and average window of aggregate functions we have used. So now we can just copy, we need to apply this group by driver id comma name. And if I run this, so if you see, successful completed writes, we are getting 2, 4, 1 and 3 and all, and this one we'll keep this average rating. Okay, now what we'll do, I'll keep this in a CTE with CTE as, and in one I'll create one more CTE, CTE2 as, and here select driver ID comma count of ride ID, ride ID as total rides from rides group by driver ID. So when we run this, for each and every driver, we'll get the total number of rides here, right? So now what I'll do, I'll join the CT1. I'll do as a left join CTE A, left join CTE2 as B on A dot driver ID is equal to B dot driver ID. And here what are columns are required? A dot driver ID, comma name, comma. Here we need this successful completed rides into 100.00 divided by total rides. Okay, so why I'm multiplying with 100.00? So whatever decimal value is there, that also will come. So we want the decimal value, and so instead of showing the integer value, we want to show the decimal value. Suppose if you want to show the decimal value, you need to mention 100.00. Okay, as right percent, comma average rating. Okay, now if I run this, let's see what we're getting. Yeah, so if you see 75%, 100%, 50, 25 and 0, right? Now we have got the right percentage and the average rating. So now let's apply these rules there. So now, so what I'll do, case when when this average right percentage is greater than or equal to 80, or average rating is greater than 4.7, greater than 4.7, then we are categorizing that driver as best, and for best we are providing 500. So directly I'll write here 500. Okay, and next is, if this category does not, if this scenario does not match, then we'll see greater than 60%. So here instead of 80 we'll use 60, and average rating is greater than 4.5. So for then for good we'll give 200 incentive, 200 incentive, else 0 and as incentive. Okay, now if we run this, this is what we get. So John has 500 incentive, Emily has also 500 incentive, David has 200 incentive, Jessica has 500, and Michael has 0. So to clearly understand, let's do one thing. Let's show these columns as well as percent, comma, average rating. Okay, when you run this, what are we getting? Incorrect syntax. So yeah, so when you now if you run this, so if you see, John has percentage of 75 and average rating of 4.775. So first condition, greater than 80%, it is not matching, but we have used the or here. So average rating is greater than 4.7. So that's why he is falling under the best category and he is getting incentive of 500. And again, Emily, percentage greater than 80, as well as average rating is greater than 4.7. So both the conditions are satisfied. So again, in the 500 category, 500 incentive. And David has a percentage greater than, is not matching the first percentage as well, but is matching the second condition, because greater than 60% is not matching, but average rating is greater than 4.5. So that's why incentive is 200. And for Jessica, the percentage is 25. So percentage category is not matching, but average rating is 4.95. That means the rating is greater than 4.7. So again 500 incentive. And for Michael, the percent is 0. That means all of his rights are not within the ATA, and rating is also less than 4.5. So that's why it's falling under bad category and is getting 0 incentive. So this is the simple solution. So we need to use the date function, and we need to understand how to use the case statement perfectly. So hope you all like this video. If you like this video, please click on the like button and also click on subscribe button for more videos. Thank you. Have a nice day.